All right, welcome back, Port St. Lucie. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we are reviewing Redfin's Port St. Lucie housing market for the month of February. I've actually been sitting on this report for the last couple of weeks, kind of digesting the information, looking for trends, but I'll kind of go over what I see and let me know what you think. But let's just dive right in here. So, medium sales prices of about 400,000. So, as we can see, that's a increase of 6.3% year over year. It's actually been kind of hovering around that 400,000 since about June of 2022. Again, remember that's the time when the rates really affected the market, and home prices kind of stabilized right at about 400,000. So many expected the prices to decrease, even increase. Really hasn't done either or. It's kind of flatlined right across 400,000. So let's look at the number of home sales. 348. That's down 4.4% year over year. If I have this set for the 5 year mark here, and the reason I have that is because it really, the last few years have really been, you know, extraordinary years and really not what we would consider normal in the real estate market. So I have it for 5 years just so we could see kind of what it looked like pre-pandemic. And coincidentally, we're going to see it's right at about where this chart starts in February of 2019. So it looks like the number of home sales are right at about the point where they were pre-pandemic. All right. Medium days on the market, 71 days. That's down from 2 days. I don't think that's a big difference. And again, you ask any listing agent or seller what those 71 days look like, and I'm sure it feels like an eternity nowadays. But again, if we go back in time in our fancy time machine, bam, we're going to see this is definitely over that 71 mark. Um, and it looks like it was actually coming down in March of 2019. So we could assume it was a little bit higher than that. So again, although it might feel like they're sitting on the market for longer, they're actually right at about what normal a normal market would expect. All right, so let's scroll down a little bit here. We're gonna go. How hot is Port St. Lucie market? So on a scale, assuming up to 100, it's 44. Sale to list price. So basically, if a home is listed, what percentage of that listing price is it selling at? So if it's sold for 100,000, in this case, 97.6, it would be selling for $97,600, and that's actually an increase of zero point 0.4 points year over year. Um, Homes sold above listing price, which I thought 11% nominally is actually pretty good. It sounds pretty good, but it's actually down from the pandemic time. Obviously, we saw where almost every house was being sold, or at least it felt like it. It looked like it kind of peaked at around 50% of the homes. But again, we are back to pre-pandemic um, homes sold above listing price. All right. And then the last bucket here, homes with price drops. Again, how many homes have you listed at 100,000? How many homes are offering price reductions? I guess because maybe they're sitting longer, they're trying to motivate the buyers. It's at 29.8%. And that's increase, probably that's almost identical year over year. It's an increase of 0.03% year over year. And again, we saw an increase between the pandemic, a decrease when it first, the first year. But again, we go all the way back on this 30-year mark, and we're right at about where the pre-pandemic levels, February of 2019. So again, nothing too extraordinary there. Let's look at where all our neighbors are coming from, and there's a lot coming in. I'll tell you that. I can see it every day in the traffic. So, and I'm sure you can too. So, all right, where are people moving in from? The first one's a no-brainer. Let's scroll up a little bit here. The first one is definitely a no-brainer. New York. Next comes Washington, Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Hartford, Connecticut. Now, Hartford, Connecticut, actually, my wife is Puerto Rican, and she came from Connecticut. So to see that on that list is not shocking, obviously, but you know, I guess a lot of people from that area are coming in. But again, if you look at the whole East Coast, the Northeast, a lot of people are coming in. Couple major cities in the Midwest, and then from the West, we're getting Seattle, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. All right, so people that live in Port St. Lucie or did live and they're moving out, where are they going to? Number one destination, Cape Coral. So they go from kind of a retirement town that's not maybe considered a retirement town anymore because there's a lot of younger influx coming in. They're going to a more retirement area, which is Cape Coral. We got a lot of people moving to Orlando, which is no surprise, obviously, because we're so close to Orlando. Jacksonville kind of surprised me a little bit. People moving to Jacksonville, maybe because of jobs, I'm assuming. Sarasota, Tampa, again, kind of that west coast area. Ocala, Palm Bay. I know a lot of people that have moved to Palm Bay because of the affordability there. Now, this one here is actually the shocker. Minnesota. Like we're out down here, we're enjoying the sun. It's like it's too hot. I'm going to the frozen tundra or something like that. So that one kind of threw me off a little bit. The other two are kind of popular areas, which is North Carolina and Atlanta, Georgia. So no surprises there. All right. So we're going to move down a little bit further and we're going to kind of end the video with transportation in Port St. Lucie. So I guess they have the walkability and the bikeability. I didn't even know that was a word. I didn't know any of those two words a word. I wouldn't be able to spell them if you asked me. But walkability, 13 out of 100. I would recommend zero because you never know the weather. You walk out, it's nice and sunny. By the time you get to the corner, it's storming. Um, or if it's cool, you're enjoying it, then it's hot. You can't trust the weather here in Florida. And then bikeability. I would wear two seatbelts if my car had it. I would not be riding my bicycle around town. I always find it funny seeing these electric bicycles. I see them. I just feel like they're lazy. Like, come on, guys, you could pedal. What is it? I wish I had that when I was a kid, right? But but if that's you, just be safe out there because those things are dangerous, man. It's like a bicycle on steroids. But anyway, we'll end the video there. Hope you had a great day. Hope you have a great day. Hope you got some value. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. And I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.